8 months ago, we brought out Wage International Concept. We do appreciate everybody that actually viewed the long, arduous, lengthy video. But we felt as though with that launch, we demonstrated something that a lot of people haven't really even acknowledged over the many years of being in Las Vegas and seeing many things that go on. What we did was try to demonstrate on video, on a timeline, and show individuals how money can be made. And we were successful with that. And we promised that in Wage 2 we'd bring out another perspective, which, if everybody remembers, we started out with 40 $100 chips. And we progressed. What's really going to twist your mind right now is that what if those were $500 chips? We started out with 40 $500 chips, and we progressed in that method. But there's something I want to be clear on. In this technique, and in this strategic income of what we're trying to create, we want to show to everybody that this can be done with any game that's done in Las Vegas, or any of the casinos that are abroad in the United States. Just because of the strategic income and how you present yourself within the 25% quarterly quota. We've even taken that further. We've now gone to a stage to where we went through clinical studies on what if they were $500 chips. And that's what Wage 2 is all about. We went through that clinical study and we came out with demonstrations that showed us 16 days of success. And that's important. That's very important when you're looking at what we're talking about if you were to do the math. With that perspective, I want you to really realize where we're going with this. We're launching this at the beginning of this next coming year of 2015, and we're bringing about Wage 1 and Wage 2. Wage 1 is going to be broken up into 3 different entities, being Wage Alpha, Wage Bravo, and Wage Charlie companies. We're also going to come out with Wage 2, which is Wage Delta, Wage Echo, and Wage Fox. And by us doing that, each one of those entities are going to be individually owned by those that want to be part of the bankroll placement. And bankroll placement, as it's designated, as you'll see in our diagram of what we're showing here, you'll see how this is broken up. In Wage 1, we have bankroll placements of $20,000 in each entity. In Wage 2, we have a bankroll placement of $100,000 in each entity. We've come up with the big G. We've come up with a risk guarantee that shows that we can actually make sure that each one of these entities will gain 1% per day, 4 days a week, 50 weeks out of the year. Naturally, that comes out to 200%, but we know win-loss methods. We know that in the win-loss structure, pre-tax, you're looking at a guarantee of anywhere from 80 to 130% on that bankroll placement. So we've done this. We've done all the examinations. 8 months ago when we launched Wage International Concept, we wanted you to see how this works. You must understand that even though we started out with a $4,000 bankroll on the table, you have to have 5 times that amount in your bankroll, which means $20,000. I'll expand a little bit more on that when I describe a little bit more on Wage 1 and Wage 2. But the most important thing is that if you're starting with $20,000 on the table, you must have $100,000 in a bankroll, and that is Wage 2. But again, with our affiliates and people that are associated with us, we also can progress either in roulette, either in blackjack, any other games that are table games that are structured inside of casinos. This concept will work. So by us putting it there and putting it out there, we now want you to see what is going to happen. And we're going to launch this in the beginning of the year. Celebration is coming up. Stay with us. We'll be right back to you. Okay, so we're back. Just want to let you know, my name is Zachary Kristen, and I'm Director of Operations for Command Communications Network. And as we launch in the beginning of this year, the reason why we've brought out Wage International Concept is because it's our funding arm. It's been our funding arm for quite a while now in order to generate the necessary capital to perform research and the development of certain projects that are inside of Command Communications Network, and as we expand on those projects, Wage International has helped us get beyond that. And as we launched Wage International Concept, we found individuals that had great interest in what we were doing, and now they've decided that they want to make money with us. So as we've already described in Wage 1 and Wage 2, these individuals are in placement. Each one of them is going to have control of each one of their entities. But what's most important right now, the reason why we're bringing out part 2, is because we're going to be inducting apprentices. If you want to know how to make an incredible amount of money on your own, we're willing to teach you. Because we want to bring on apprentices so they understand how this is done. And by doing that, I'm asking that anybody who's interested in being an apprentice to contact me at the email provided, and we'll get you started. This is important because I'm 51 years old. My experience and this wealth of knowledge that I'm getting ready to pass on, I want to make sure that it's in the right hands. I want to make sure that it's in a younger person's hands, because a younger person would make a considerable amount of money within their lifetime with this knowledge. So, we're asking anybody who wants to be interested in becoming an apprentice, contact me. And we are going to weed out to bring in final interns in the middle of this year. So, while we go into that perspective, while the whole interest in this is making money, the interest is the supplemental income. Everybody deserves a supplemental income, and we have a way of showing it to you. We've already demonstrated it, and now we've taken it into clinical studies that shows that it will work. And now others want to make money with us. So, as we go off to New Year's Eve celebration here, we just want to let you know, it's time, and so we begin. Thank you very much for your time. We'll see you at the New Year's Eve party. Just like I said, as you've already seen, on October 27th of 2014, we crossed the threshold to get us where we're at. I'm thankful to a lot of individuals who helped us get past this. Now, we're coming forward with Wage International.
Happy New Year!
So in closing, I always want to wish everyone to have a happy and most fortunate future. Thank you.